The state of Kuwait highlighted in its 2035 vision several fields that will help in the process of reshaping Kuwait into a hub, regionally and internationally. Kuwait vows on strengthening investment in high-quality healthcare arenas, increasing efficiency of healthcare services, and using innovative technology, as stipulated in Kuwait's 2035 vision. One of the most significant health service providers that cannot help but translate Kuwait's vision into reality is the Kuwait Institute for Medical Specializations, or KIMS. Since its establishment, KIMS has been standing true to Kuwait's sustainable development vision and has also been translating the new Kuwait through its services and care. The Kuwait Institute for Medical Specializations, or KIMS, was established back in 1984 by an Emiri decree order. Since then, KIMS was dedicated for the purpose of education, as well as training of medical physicians and dentists.
Kuwait Institute for Medical Specialization was established in 1984 based on the order of former His Highness the Emir, Sheikh Jabir al-Ahmad al-Sabah, in 1984. And the main mandate of establishment of this institute is to provide support to Kuwaiti physicians after graduation from medical school, either locally or internationally.
For years, Kuwait Institute for Medical Specializations has been at the heart of medical and surgical specialty training internationally. The institute has a key role in the organization and management of specialty training programs for Kuwaiti doctors locally and abroad.
We have a journey with our doctors starting after graduation from medical school, because we deal with many tasks that the doctor go through, including a promotion, postgraduate studies, continuous professional development, and other missions.
Candidates who are selected by the board committee after review of their applications are granted full sponsorship to acquire board certification in their respective fields. The scholarship department at KIMS works in collaboration with the Civil Service Commission in order to provide scholarships for Kuwaiti doctors working in the Ministry of Health. Currently, training programs have been granted in different countries, including the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and France, as agreements were made with the most renowned centers in these countries in order to ensure the highest quality of training.
Currently at KIMS, we gained the Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of Canada International recognition in June of 2017 for 4 years, and this was renewed lately in December of 2021 for another 4 years. This constitutes a major milestone in the field of postgrad medical education. Furthermore, there are many programs which gained international recognition by the Royal College of Physicians of Canada International, starting with anatomical pathology program in November of 2019, and recently in March of 2022 with pediatric program and surgical foundation. Again, we have many other programs who are ready to submit their application to be accredited by the Royal College of Physicians of Canada. In terms of international collaboration of the Institute with other internationally recognized societies, this includes many. First of them is Royal College of Physicians of Canada, which we have a strong relationship with them since 2011. This was translated to official contract that was signed in 2016 and still valid till today and renewed on annual basis. On the other hand, we have a strong collaboration with the World Health Organization, WHO, and World Bank in order to support activities of the Institute in terms of continuous professional development, online library access, and many other activities.
Under the care of the Ministry of Health, KIMS has been a leading educational institution that is committed in providing medical training of various specialties, while being an honorable academic beacon for postgraduate training of doctors. KIMS transcends the traditional concept of medical training associations to be a modern, high-quality medical beacon that meets the hopes held within the Kuwaiti health system to achieve the concept of medical security and health immunity. The Institute, which opened its new building in Al Sabah Health Region in 2020, enjoys a comprehensive forward-looking vision through its specialized medical programs, fellowship, and institutional recognition from major international colleges and institutions. Not only this, KIMS established a qualitative view in inaugurating a laboratory with international standards based on the simulation system, in addition to opening new international scholarship stations in order to diversify academic specialized institutions and schools. This modern, high-tech building was established in order to meet the needs of the Institute in the coming years, and also to meet the continuous growth and rapid need for medical services in the country.
In terms of postgraduate medical education experience, currently we run 25 residency programs and 8 fellowships. We get over 850 residents, including Kuwaitis and non-Kuwaitis. Majorities are Kuwaitis. We have a plan to open many new programs, and over the past few years we opened many programs, include specialized dentistry program, bariatric surgery, in addition to hematology fellowships, and there are many other programs still in the pipeline, and we are working on accrediting these programs by international societies.
The Kuwait Institute for Medical Specializations is the academic arm of the Ministry of Health, as it is an honorable facade and a beacon that the state of Kuwait is proud of. The prestigious institute supervises the training of doctors, as this medical edifice offers numerous training programs, whether for recent graduates or doctors enrolled in the Kuwaiti board. The KIMS project includes under its dome the General Secretariat of the Institute and its various activities for all medical specialties, 25 board-certified programs, and also 6 fellowships.
In postgrad office at KIMS, we are responsible in delivering the ability of conducting the structured training program to maintain our clinical academia. We are responsible in around 25 residency program with around 7 fellowship programs. We have around 800 residents with 800 attendee. We are responsible for their rotation, for their attendance, and to make sure they are having and conducting their clinical expectation. The change we have made, and we are working, trying to follow an international accreditation requirement. As we discussed, and you will hear that KIMS is an accredited institution under the Royal College of Surgeons of Canada since 2017. And that's given us to try to implicate these requirement and competency. In postgrad also, we are responsible about the admission, trying to maintain the standards for all applicants, and to have fair competence and compete between the candidate during these programs.
In addition to that, it is continuously studying plans and programs to raise the level of Kuwaiti doctors enrolled in the program, and to also put together the best academia which one can benefit from. In 1983, the Abdul Muhsin Abdul Razzaq Health Science Center at Kuwait University graduated the first batch of doctors. Meanwhile, in the same time, KIMS was developed in order to enhance the performance and training of Kuwaiti doctors at the post-graduation level.
One of our aims is our graduate to have all these competency which required for a competent, safe physician, which he have his knowledge and the skills. He know how to communicate with the patient and with the relative. He have to work as a collaborative, working in his team with all the nurses, doctors, all the one working with in the hospital or in the clinic. Our aim, he have to be a leader. He have multitask. He can be working different tasks at the same time. To be scholar working in up to date, everything, know how to present, what's going on in the new evidence-based medicine. We are looking for them to advocate. We speak in the patient behalf, in the community. And one of the most important things to be a professional physician working in ethical an ethical background and respecting his colleague and the community and the patient. That's what we are looking for, and that's what we aim, and that will be helping the community and the culture, which they are the end. Our graduate with all this competency will be serving the community and our people in Kuwait. That will be raising our health service to deliver a safe and competent management.
The project was directly supervised by young Kuwaiti engineering cadres, capable of advancing the development of the country, steering it forward.
The total cost of the project is approximately 20 million KD, where the total area of this project is about 15,000 meters square, and the total gross area of this project is approximately 73,000 meters square.
Moreover, on other details of the project at hand, the total area of the land allocated for the project has amounted to 15,000 square meters at a cost of 20,630,000 Kuwaiti dinars. On the design, its philosophy heavily relied on the modern style in form and content, according to several factors, including the suitability of the design to the surrounding environment and the close coordination between all the elements of the project within a balance between philosophy and function to produce modern architectural forms. The internal spaces and their close connection through the steadiness between the internal blocks and their movement, balance horizontally and vertically so as to serve the general internal shape of the building. The building preserves the old Kuwaiti architectural design with the presence of these voids or spaces in a modern character that fits with the factors of the external environment and softens its severity.
This project consists of basement number 2 and basement number 1. Also, we have a ground floor and 8 floors above it. This project located in Shuwaikh medical area, where it is adjacent to headquarters of Ministry of Health. It was submitted to Ministry of Health from Ministry of Public Work or during coronavirus pandemic on 13th of August 2020. This project consists of basement number 2 and basement number 1, where we have car parking. Also, we have a ground floor where we can find main lobby, reception. We have 2 halls for prayer rooms for male and females. Also, we have a medical library. In the first floor and second floor, we have lectures room. We have auditorium, also workshops, which is laboratory. In the third floor, we can find 4 multi-purpose halls. Also, in the 4th floor, 5th floor, it is specialized for medical specialists, and 6th floor is for undersecretary area and his assistants, while 7th floor and 8th floor is specialized for Ministry of Health. The capacity of the car parking can be divided into 2 things. First, we have car parking inside the building and the car parking outside the building. For the car parking inside the building, it is in basement number 2 and basement number 1, where we can find the capacity of this car parking is about 500 car parking spaces, while for the outside of the building, we have approximately 120 car parking spaces. The designer chosen modern design philosophy for this building. So we can find a fountain at the middle of this building. Moreover, we have 1,000 meters square skylight dome at the top of this building. This building supported by latest technology devices, and that can be shown inside the auditorium, also the lectures room, where we can find smart boards. this building was designed in such a way it follows local and international codes and standards, such as firefighting systems regulations in Kuwait and EPA regulations. The reason of this project is to create a location for KIMS lectures and conferences. Since in the past they didn't have since in the past they borrowed locations from medical school and other locations around the country.
The project is located in Al Sabah Health Region with an oval-shaped building that has a height of about 52 meters, with a large water fountain in the middle that took a shape similar to the doctor's logo. The building consists of 2 underground basements for parking, and a ground floor that includes surface parking. A cosmetic space and 8 floors overlooking the interior space. The ground floor of the institute contains a reception, a library, a lobby, prayer areas, and management of the audio-visual department and photography, in addition to the public record department. While the first floor contains a theater and 11 lecture halls, the second floor contains a theater and a laboratory sector, which includes 6 anatomy laboratories and 2 dental laboratories. The building was provided with a smart communication network that was linked to each other, such as computer networks, phones, cameras, and the audio-visual system, according to the latest advanced systems, making this mega project a smart building. The Kuwait Institute for Medical Specializations, or KIMS, is an important development step at the level of business and special construction projects implemented by the Ministry of Public Works. The Institute received global institutional recognition from the Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of Canada in the field of histopathology and cytology program in July 2017.
Regarding the significance of the establishment of this institute, it mainly it comes in agreement with 2035 Kuwait vision in terms of capacity building and preparing a high quality medical education for our Kuwaiti physicians. The idea is to graduate as much as we can of Kuwaiti physicians and dentists. There are also updates regarding the mandate of establishment of the institute to expand the scope of this institute to include all allied health professionals, to name few like nursing, pharmacists, other allied health like paramedics, physiotherapists, laboratory personnel, and others.
More than 100 projects are on the way to completion within the previous and current development plans that the state of Kuwait is working on, at a cost of more than $100 billion in the pursuit of achieving visions and raising the global competitiveness indicators for the state of Kuwait and its vision for the year 2035.